Okay, so your assignment was to create a workflow example, a diagram for a specific procedure within your company. So I hope you've completed that and you're looking at that. And I now have several questions about your diagram. First question, who is what we call the process owner? Who's responsible, who's accountable for this particular procedure? And you should write down on that diagram somewhere, who's responsible for this? Who's accountable for this particular procedure? Let's decide that. Second, my experience is that with every procedure, like the one you diagrammed, there is what's referred to as a point of pain. Some part of this procedure that's not going as well as it could or should. There's a holdup. Something's broken. Something's been maybe misdesigned. So look at your diagram and what would you say? Where's the point of pain in your diagram? Where could you improve this particular procedure? What's preventing you from achieving success in this procedure? Okay, what's your point of pain? Next, 2 questions. What is this procedure for? What is it for? And who is it for? What are we trying to accomplish? And who is it for? Is it for the customer? Is it for company leadership? Is it for a vendor? What is it for and who is it for? Next question. How do you measure the success of this particular operation? Sometimes we call this a performance standard. What is the performance standard for this procedure? How do we measure success? It's usually a number, a percentage, just one way, a dollar figure. Maybe it's measured in dollars or in time or in efficiency, but there should be a performance standard, a way of measuring success for every procedure that we diagram. Next question is innovation. How would you go about innovating this procedure? My favorite question as it relates to innovation is a very simple question, 2 words. What if? What if? Just think about a what if question for this diagram. Like for the previous diagram that you looked at with the inside sales rep, what if we wanted to double our performance in this particular procedure? What if we wanted to reduce the cost of this procedure? What if we wanted to automate this procedure? What if we wanted to outsource this procedure? Come up with at least one what if question that would cause you to look differently at this particular procedure. Another tool that I use in doing design work like this is it's referred to as associative thinking, just causing us again to think differently about this procedure that we're so familiar with. Associative thinking. I'll give you 2 examples. Pick your favorite company, your own personal favorite company. Maybe it's Tesla, it's Chick-fil-A, it's Amazon, your favorite company, and then ask yourself, how would that company, probably a very good company, how would that company do this procedure? How would they do it different? How would they do it better? That's one example of associative thinking. Another example of associative thinking is asking yourself, who does this procedure? What company does this procedure as a business? Like they sell this procedure. Like if what I'm diagramming, again, is answering incoming phone calls as a sales rep, well, what company does that as a business? Like other companies outsource this to this company and they handle millions of phone calls every day. And then once you've identified that company, ask yourself, well, how would they do this procedure? If they're so good at this that they sell this as a service, how would they do this any better or differently? Associative thinking. So this is how we go about creating this. Remember the $2 million operations manual? We start diagramming every procedure within our company. And what I suggest is start easy. Start with the low-hanging fruit. Start with the stuff that you're already doing well in terms of procedures. And just start, whoever's responsible for that procedure, have them diagram that procedure. What does it look like on paper? Like in football, we diagram plays, offensive plays, defensive plays. This is what you're doing now, is you're diagramming your own company plays, the different procedures. So start with the easy ones, but then pretty quick you want to find what's referred to as your make or break. I believe that in every company, there is one procedure that has to be done extraordinarily well, because that procedure will make or break our company. And in every company, I've found there's always a make or break procedure, something that has to be done extraordinarily well for your company to be successful. When I do training programs, I found our make or break is getting participants to show up for the first program, the first day. That's our make or break. Because if we can get them to show up for the first day, they'll come back the second time, the third time, the fourth time. So we go to great extent to plan, to diagram that first day, and getting them there for that first day. That's our make or break. What's your make or break for your company?